Hey guys, so I'm here today to do weekly weigh-in number 11. So this past week was not the greatest. Um, yeah, it just wasn't good for several reasons. So let's just go over the things that we typically go over every week. So let's see. If you remember my last video, nope, it was not my last. Yes, it was. I had mentioned I was supposed to start my period. Well, I did on the Wednesday. So that kind of just threw off my whole week with my workouts and my weight. I've mentioned this before in several other videos around this time of the month that when I get my period, it just really hinders my weight loss. I either gain weight or I hold on to weight. In this case, I did gain, but we'll go over that at the end of the video. And then let's just start on the workouts with my habits that I always update you guys on. So for my workouts, was okay. I did do a workout. I got in all 7 of the workouts that I was supposed to get in this week for my program. However, I did skip one day of working out, and that was on Thursday. Again, just because of my period. Now, typically I do like to push through as much as possible when it does come to that. I get really, really bad cramps, so when it comes to working out, I just never want to do it when I have my period, when I'm having cramps. I know that pushing through that and working out will help with that. However, this time around it didn't. Like, I just want to curl up in a ball. I used pain meds. I used a hot water bottle, a hot shower. I ate bananas because that's supposed to help. I stretched. It just wasn't helping. It doesn't also help that I have cysts and fibroids on my ovaries, which makes cramps even worse. For if any other ladies, if you have that, you know how bad these cramps hurt. Like, I get typical period cramps hurt anyways, but with cysts and fibroids, it just makes it so much worse. And I just want to curl up in a ball and cry, and like, it hurts so bad I want to throw up. So like I said, typically I'll be able to push through it, but this time I just wasn't. So the Thursday that I skipped my workout was day 2 of my period, which is always the worst. Every single month, without fail, day 2 is the worst. So I skipped a workout that day. So for anyone that you're just joining me, when I say workout, I mean a program that I've committed to with Beachbody. So right now I am doing MBF, muscle burns fat. And yeah, so I skipped on Thursday. However, I made up for that on Friday. I did a workout on my lunch break as well as after work, so that I wasn't behind in the program and that I was on the correct day. So I did do all 7 of the workouts I was supposed to do. I just had to double up on Friday. There are times when I won't double up. I'll just either skip the workout and continue on with the program, or I'll just finish the program one day later. But I really want to stay on track with this one, so in this case, I did do the double up. Because it was only like a 30-minute workout with this particular program, when it's a 45-minute to an hour workout that I'm doing, I'll usually just skip it, do like a day late or something like that. So that's how it came to my workouts. For my walking, so any additional exercise that I do above and beyond the program that I do, I've been trying to walk daily. However, the weather this past week was crazy cold. It was 30 degrees, minus 30 degrees Celsius for the 2 days. So on Monday and Tuesday, I didn't get in a walk because it was like minus 30 and colder. On Wednesday, it was actually warmer. It was only, I think it got to -2, but because of that, it was actually raining and sleet and just super slippery out and very, very windy. So I decided not to go outside and go out in that kind of weather. So I didn't go for walks Monday through Wednesday. I did do it on Thursday. So even though I had those bad cramps Thursday, knowing that I wasn't getting in a workout, I did go for a walk on my lunch break on Thursday just to get some kind of activity in. So Thursday, as much as it hurt, I still went out and I did a walk on my lunch break. Friday, I did not do a walk because, like I had mentioned, I doubled up on my workouts Friday. So on Friday at my lunch break, when I normally go out walking, I did a workout and then I did one after work. So by the time it was all said and done, there was just no time to go for a walk, and I didn't really want to go in the dark. So not around my area, at least. For my water, was not the greatest week for water. I hit my goal on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. So that means Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday, I didn't hit my goal. I did not get in 100 ounces of water those days. I think I got 75 ounces. I think most days I finished with every other day. So the days that I missed, I finished with 75 ounces except for Saturday, which was really bad. I only had 25 ounces of water. So did not hit my goals those days. For sleep, I actually did get 6+ hours of sleep every single night this week, which is great. I've been keeping up with that trend, and I have been making sure to go to bed early enough so that I do get those 6 hours of sleep. And then for my food, staying in a caloric deficit, I was able to do that every single day except for Thursday. I've mentioned this again, when it comes to my period, I tend to eat so much food, and I just, like, I can't stop eating. Luckily, this time around, I wasn't eating bad food. Typically, I do crave sweets, but this time I didn't cave into that at all. I did, though, still go over my calorie intake. So I think it was only like around 100 calories that I still went over. So unfortunately, I still have to say that no, I did not reach that goal, even though it wasn't really that bad. Just taking a quick look at that day, I still ate fairly well. The only thing was just that I ate too much. I just didn't portion it out correctly. So I still had, for breakfast, I had a fruit smoothie. For dinner, I had cauliflower, like roasted cauliflower bites. And for snacks, I had some energy bars. I think I had, an energy bar in the morning and then in the afternoon. And then I also had, what really put me over is Wisps. So if you guys don't know what those are, they are like Parmesan cheese bites. So they're just baked Parmesan cheese. So that's all it is. It's just cheese, but it's in a chip form. It's just like chips. But I just ate way too many of those. So that is really what put me over my deficit. And considering that I didn't do a workout that day, that didn't help at all either. So that is why I was not in a deficit on Thursday. So that means, where are we here? Yeah, so because of that, I did not lose weight this week. I did gain 1 pound. So that kind of sucks, but I've mentioned it so many times before that whenever I have my period, I either gain weight or I just hold on to weight. I never ever really lose weight during my period week at all. And I know this going into it, and I know I'm either going to gain weight or just hold on to it. And like I said before, usually within the 2 to 3 days afterwards, I will just drop like 2, 3, sometimes 5 pounds. It all depends. If I typically gain weight leading up to my period, I will lose that right at the end immediately. So I am okay with that. With the fact that I did gain 1 pound, I'm still fine with it. So I think that puts me at, I didn't actually do my total. So last week I was down 17.6, which would mean that this week I would be only down 16.6 because it was just 1 full pound. So I'm gonna mark that down here. Yeah, I forgot to mark that down, but which would mean I'm at 16.6 pounds total lost. So this next week, I am really going to push a lot harder to make sure I get my workouts in and make sure that I am in a deficit, because a lot of you, if you have been watching this past 3 weeks, you know that I'm on a diet bet. So what that means is I bet money, real life money, to lose 4% of my body weight. And I am not there yet. I was so close to that goal, and then, things happened and I just wasn't. I was doing fine last week. I was so close. And then, like I said, this past week I gained a pound. So let's hope that period weight and this next few days I dropped a little bit more weight and that I hit that goal. So I'm going to be working really hard. And then at the end of this, if you win the diet bet, you win back whatever money you paid into it, as well as you split the pot with everybody else who hit their goal. So I'm really pushing for that. If you don't, then you lose the money that you put into it, and that's that. So I'm not, honestly, to be quite honest, I'm not too upset if I don't win the pot. I still lost weight from when I started this bet, and that doing this bet really helped push me a lot further than I think what I would have pushed had I not been doing the diet bet. So I'm still grateful for that. Also, what was I going to say? Oh yes, for this next week with my walking habit that I've started. So going into this next few weeks, where I live in Winnipeg, it is always so cold. Usually at the end of January and all of February, it is freezing. We have been really lucky so far. Like, it's getting really cold right now, but we've been lucky so far that we have been in pretty mild weather. Typically around this time, though, we do get to like minus 30, minus 40 degrees Celsius, minus 50 degrees Celsius with the wind chill. So we're gonna likely get into some cold weather, and with that, I am not gonna be going outside walking like whatsoever. I mentioned it last week. I'm a baby when it comes to the cold. I am not used to it, despite living here my whole life. I absolutely hate winter. So yeah, I will not be going out walking. So what I've decided to do is that on the days that I don't go walking, so that I can still fit in some kind of extra activity, I'm going to do yoga instead. I got away from yoga quite a while ago. I used to really like it, and then I just never followed through with a full program of yoga. I like doing the yoga workouts here and there, but I've never really followed through for the whole thing. So I think I'm really going to start trying to get into that a little bit more, because I've been really enjoying the extra stretching that I have been doing. So I think I'm going to do that. So I have made a note in my little new tracker here that when, instead of just doing walk, I have walk/yoga. That way I can still get in a little bit of daily extra activity included on top of my workouts. So that is my plan for this coming week, and that is what I'm going to do tonight, because today was, I think, minus 32 degrees. So I was not going outside. Like, I am frozen, even sitting in my apartment. You can hear my heat on right now, and it's still not going to be warm enough. Like, I am absolutely frozen. I hate it. I hate this weather. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys this time. Went over all my trackers, my weight. I think that's it. That's all I got for you guys this time. Wish me luck in the next week, because I am going to need it to get down those couple extra pounds to hit the diet bet. Thanks guys for watching. See you next week with next week's check-in. Hopefully it's a good one, and hopefully I win this bet. Bye guys.